What's up, everyone? Matthew Diolis here. Let's talk movies. Okay, it is March 2024, almost Oscar season. So I'm going to give you my top 10 movies of 2023. Beau is Afraid. I'm a big fan of Ari Aster. He's one of my favorite new directors in Hollywood right now. I loved Hereditary. I really liked Midsommar. This one wasn't perfect, but it kind of had its flaws. It was a little long. But because of the creativity, because of the originality, and because of the first hour of this movie, it makes it into the top 10. One of the best directors working today, Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer wasn't my favorite movie of Christopher Nolan's. That movie probably goes to Memento or the Dark Knight trilogy. Insomnia is another underrated gem of Christopher Nolan's, but Oppenheimer was great. It was epic, and it's probably going to get Nolan his long-awaited Oscar. Here's a movie that goes all the way back to the beginning of 2023. I think January 2023 this came out. M. Night Shyamalan's Knock at the Cabin. Now, I know M. Night Shyamalan can be hit or miss lately, but in a world of reboots and remakes and legacy sequels and all that crap, M. Night always brings new, fresh, original ideas to the table, so I respect him for that. And this was one of his best. For someone like myself who was born and raised in the 80s and played the original Nintendo Entertainment System, it really was a joy to see Super Mario Brothers. This movie was a perfect adaptation to the classic game. Peaches, 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 peaches. Talk about originality and a really creative, interesting idea. Kind of a take on the Frankenstein monster. Poor Things. Emma Stone was great. She'll probably get another Oscar. Mark Ruffalo was hilarious in this movie, and he was great. Godzilla -1. In my humble opinion, this was the greatest Godzilla movie ever made. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. We can't really compare this movie with the classic Indiana Jones of yesteryear, but I thought this was a really nice final chapter to the Indiana Jones character. Like all movies today, it was a little long. Maybe they could have shaved off 20 minutes to make the flow a little better, but this was cool. And I know a lot of people have an issue with the end, but I loved it. I loved the dial, and I loved what the dial did. And that whole ending sequence I thought was fantastic. We've reached the final three glasses. So it's time for the Shadowframies. The nominations for Best Movie of 2023 are...
I let you in.
Talk to Me. What a great new horror movie this was. The hand in Talk to Me kind of remind me of the puzzle box in Hellraiser.
Fuck.
David Fincher's The Killer. Whenever a David Fincher movie comes around, something to get excited about. It should be a big deal because it is. The cinematography, the pacing, the editing, the acting, everything in this movie is top notch. This is not one of David Fincher's best. It's not even top 3 or top 5, but it's still really good.
And here he is. No, we were just talking about you.
Don't be silly.
Saltburn. I went into this movie completely fresh, not knowing anything, and it completely sucked me in. The story, the mystery of it, the characters, everything kind of just had my attention. And the big shocking moments, there was like a handful of them. Each one of them, my jaw was hit the ground for all of them. This was maybe one of the best depictions of a psychopath in cinema that I've ever seen. Okay, and the winner for my favorite movie of 2023 is Saltburn. Yeah, my favorite movie of 2023 is the batshit crazy Saltburn. Honorable mention, the past few years, my favorite thing that I've watched the last few years has been a series. A couple years ago, Squid Game was the best thing that I watched that year. Last year, the best thing that I watched all year wasn't a movie, it was Better Call Saul. This year, Saltburn was my favorite movie, but maybe my favorite thing that I watched in 2023 was Barry. What a great series that was. Really looking forward to seeing what Bill Hader does next. I heard he's interested in doing a horror movie, which that would be fucking great. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. What was your favorite movie of 2023?
Barry! Bravo! I just saw you go to a place tonight I have never seen before. I don't know if you can do it again, but it was amazing. Okay, I see you're still in that place. I'm gonna leave you to your process. You know, I have a few notes. They can wait till Monday.